Good evening, Internet. The Real Shroom here. Tonight I'm heading back to Standard to play another Selesnya deck. And I was watching the World Championships of MTG about a month ago or so. And, there's a lot of great matches, really awesome tournaments. The finals and, the top 8 and a lot of the primary contenders of that tournament were Golgari decks and dimir decks. And the finals was a Golgari versus dimir matchup. And like the dimir deck that won the tournament, Javier Dominguez's deck, was a dimir deck that has 11 spot removal spells in it. Like between Go for the Throat, Cut Down, Anoint with Affliction, a Virtue of Persistence. There's so many spot removal decks that are played commonly in Standard in black that it's hard to keep good creatures on the battlefield. And there's a good reason for that, because creatures are so powerful these days. They have to be dealt with right away, or else they can just take over the game. But tonight I'm going to play a deck that looks to see how many of those removal spells we can blank by assembling a team of creatures that are very resistant to black spot removal in particular. What are we talking about? Let's take a look. Alright, so we are a Selesnya midrange deck, and our objective is to try to make our board as resistant to black spot removal as we can. And the all-star of this deck, probably the best card in the deck, is Knight of Grace from Foundations. 2 mana for a 2/2 first strike, hexproof from black, so cannot be the target of black removal spells. And it gets +1/+0 as long as any player controls a black permanent. So if we stick this, like, black decks just can't deal with it. They can only deal with it through like sacrifice-based removals, which can be kind of tricky for them to target appropriately. So This is the star of the deck, and it's going to get the wins for us. The other cards that we have that specifically reference black are these Sandstalker Molochs. So this is 3 mana for 4/2 with Flash. When it enters, if an opponent casts a blue and or black spell this turn, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a permanent card from among them, put it into your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So this is a 3 mana 4/2 Flash creature, which, it's not that good. I kind of do like a 4/2 for 3, actually. I like the aggressive power. But if our opponent is casting black or blue spells, this reads 3 mana, put a 4/2 on the battlefield, and draw a card. Not just draw a card, but draw the best card of the top 4 cards of your library, as most of our library is permanent. So that actually seems quite powerful. So I'm going to try out this lizard and see if it can get some work done in a black-heavy standard format. And then, of course, we have the curved topper of the 3 of Thrun, Breaker of Silence, 5/5, trample for 5, can't be countered, can't be the target of non-green spells your opponent controls or abilities from non-green sources. During our turn, it's indestructible. So this is just a really good threat. Can't be countered, so it shuts down, a lot of the answers to the blue decks. Can't be targeted by black removal spells, etc. It's a big fat beater, indestructible during our turn. This is just everything that the deck wants to be. So those are the 3 primary pieces that hate directly on black. Then, of course, we're running a couple of Skrelvs, which is, I just like this card in white decks that are running creatures. You just tap it. It's like a Mother of Runes, or the closest that we're going to get in Standard. Just tap it to make a creature, not be targetable by a certain color. Can also help get through attacks to close out the game, as one problem we might have is that our creatures aren't very big, so we need to get our attacks through. Also running the 3 of Surge of Salvation. I just really love this card. Protecting our stuff is great. Protects us from discard spells. Can create huge blowouts in combat against black and red decks, where our creatures block their creatures and don't take any damage in return for them. So I'm a big fan of this card in white decks, and it slots right into this deck. And then we have the 1 of Tyvar Stand, which for 1 mana can get a creature hexproof and indestructible. So it provides a little bit of protection against sweepers, which we hate, but it's just an additional spell that blanks removal spell. Can also be like a Howl from Beyond to close out a game in a situation where our opponent's low on life. We can get through a lethal attack. And then we have the 1 of Sigarda, Font of Blessings, or Font of Beatings, as I like to call her. Format her 4/4. Other permanents you control have hexproof. That's pretty much her text. Letting us cast Angel or Humans from the top of our library isn't really relevant. I don't think we have any of those. Our Knights are Humans, so it's rarely going to be relevant, but pretty much it's just there for the hexproof, and it's a 4/4 flyer that can get through some attacks too, so that's a little bit of redundancy. Alright, so we're going to shut down black's spot removal spells. Now, of course, our creatures are not very large, so we need to be able to actually close out games. They're going to need a little bit of help. That's why we're running the 4 of Innkeeper's Talents, which at its baseline can just add +1/+1 creatures onto counters onto our creatures, which is great. Eventually, we'll build up critical mass of counters and be able to get through for lethal attacks. We can level it up for only 1 mana to make our creatures with counters on them have Ward 1, which is awesome, making all of our opponent's spot removal spells cost an additional mana to tax their mana and then like blanket with a Surge of Salvation or Tyvar stand, just make them waste all their mana like entire turns trying to remove our creature in vain. And then for level 3 is basically a win con for us. You know, it doubles the amount of counters that we put on something every turn, so it makes our knights ideally just super huge, turns them into lethal threats. So other stuff that synergizes with this plan, since Innkeeper's Count is in the deck, we do want stuff that like gets counters on it or cares about that kind of thing. That's why we're running 2 of Scavenging Ooze. It is a good idea to run Graveyard Hate main board in Standard right now because there are all the reanimation decks. It now only costs 4 mana to reanimate any creature from a graveyard, which is kind of crazy. So I'm wondering if 3 Graveyard Hate pieces between the main and the side is actually enough these days. But I'm running 2 Scavenging Ooze because it is good Graveyard Hate. That is a threat that we can protect, and it cares about counters because it puts counters on itself. Good synergy with Innkeeper's Talent. Also running a couple of Planeswalkers, because Planeswalkers synergize very well with Innkeeper's Talent as well. If you have it on the level 3, they just ultimate right away, which can help you win games. For instance, a Johnny Call of the Pride can put counters on stuff, you know, accelerate our clock a little bit, can -2 let a creature get into a huge attack with flying in double strike, can -8 to create X 2/2 white cat creature tokens where X is our life total. So if we have the Innkeeper's Talent maxed out, we cast a Johnny, we just get, you know, X cat creature tokens, which could be a lot, and that should help us close out the game pretty easily. Vivian Reed, we're also playing as a 1 of, can look at the top 4 cards of our library, let us take a creature or land into our hand for her +1. For -3, can do like a disenchant or creature with flight, so I guess it's like a plummet. And for her -8, creates an emblem, which is our creature's +2/+2, vigilant, transformable, and indestructible. So she can emblem right away and survive if we have a maxed out Innkeeper's Talent by the time this hits the battlefield. It's just a powerful synergy between Innkeeper's Talent and Planeswalkers. We all know this. And the rest of our deck is just going to be interaction and a little bit of help to facilitate our plan. We've got the 3 of Llanowar Elves. 3 is a good number for this deck because we don't really necessarily need them. The problem with running 4 is like they're really bad top decks late in the game. But in our deck, you know, we can always have mana sinks. We have the Innkeeper's Talent that we can pump up, you know. We have stuff we want to play at instant speed. So we don't mind drawing Llanowar Elves in the mid game, and we just need more bodies. And a little bit of acceleration in the early game is always a good thing to have, so we're running some Elves. We are running a 2 of Maid's Mind Tome. I really like this card. I'm so happy that they printed this into Foundations. It's like the fair Reckoner Bankbuster, basically. Let's us scry, let's us draw cards, gives us a little bit of life. It's just great for like pretty much any deck, but non-blue decks in particular. I think this card is really, really good for. And then we have some removal/interaction, a couple of Get Lost. Card that I hate, but I play it anyway, because what else are you going to do? You could play Fateful Absence if it were legal. If it were legal, I would play at least half Fateful Absence as opposed to just all Get Lost, because I do hate the map tokens, but we're playing a couple of Get Lost because we need to. And we are playing a 3 of Sheltered by Ghosts. This is kind of a busted card. You do need creatures that you can protect for it to be at its maximum value, but that's kind of like what our deck does. And it's a 2 mana enchantment that buffs our guy, gives it lifelink and ward, exiles any non-land permanent until it leaves play. So it's just a really, really kind of broken removal spell slash buffing aura, that getting this on a Knight of Grace to get it like +1 lifelink, ward, exile their best thing in the process is just where we want to be. So running 3 of these. There's a total of 23 lands on the mana base, plus our elves should be sufficient to cast our spells on time, because our mana curve is like, our mana value is like 2.2, so it's fairly low. 23 lands plus elves is plenty. In the mana base, we just got a couple of Lush Porticos to help us select cards. Restless Prairie is a very good creature land for this deck. because it buffs up our other attackers. Again, one problem with this deck is that our stuff is small, so we have trouble closing out games even if our creatures do remain on the battlefield and can't be removed. So Restless Prey is really good for helping to buff our team and get through lethal attacks. The sideboard contains a couple... Oh, I forgot to mention we have 2 Crystal Barricades. Hey, we're the anti-black deck, right? So we've got to have main board protection against Duress. It's also good against burn decks, which are becoming very popular these days, now that, like, Boros Charm is a card that's legal for some reason. So it gives our stuff... it gives us hexproof, prevents all non-combat damage that would be dealt to other creatures I control, which is also very good against the red burn decks, because it can stop them from... killing our blockers with burn spells. So we've got the 2 of Crystal Barricade in the main, number 3 and 4 in the sideboard. We are hating on black as much as we possibly can. They are not going to be duressing us. We are also additionally running Surge of Salvation number 4 in the sideboard for exactly the same reason. We are hating on black as much as possible. We want to protect our stuff as much as possible. We're playing all 4 surges in our 75. Playing a 3 of Doorkeeper Thrall to hate out those ETB effects, which we don't really use at all. A lot of decks use them a lot, and they're very key to those decks, so it's good to have this effect to shut that down. Playing a 1 of Exorcise, I've grown quite fond of this card. Basically deals with all the most problematic cards. In Standard, for 2 mana, sorcery speed, but that's fine. Exiles it, don't have to worry about it again. No more Aclazot's coming back, you know. Get rid of those Overlords forever and don't have them turn into enchantments, etc., etc. And as another piece of removal, I'm playing a 1 of Planar Disruption. I have a theory that this card is actually really good in Standard because of the demon decks, because there's so many Archfiend of the Dross. If you just put this on an Archfiend of the Dross, your opponent will lose the game. Pacify effect. It's like the best pacify effect because it can target artifacts, creatures, or planeswalkers. Can't target enchantments, I guess. So that's a bit of an issue as opposed to Exercise. But I'm trying this as a 1 of because you just lock down their Knight of the Dross, Archfiend of the Dross, and they just die to the oil counters going away. So I think that's better in that matchup than like another Exercise or like a Destroy Evil. We do hate sweepers, of course. You know, that really wrecks our plan, particularly Sunfalls. That's why we're running 3 of Invasion of Gobekhan to try to board those in against sweeper decks, make those sweepers prohibitively expensive, as well as providing a buff and possibly an indestructible effect to our team. Also against control, we're running a Grand Abolisher and a Kutzil Malamet. Grand Abolishers and Kutzil Malamet Exemplar, which is a 3 mana Grand Abolisher. It means that our opponents can't cast spells during our turn. That makes it so that when creatures we have with counters on them do damage to a player, we draw a card. So that's cool. Grand Abolisher effects just are there to shut down counterspells, basically. As long as those remain on the battlefield, our opponent can't counter our stuff, and that's what we want. And then we've got a Rest in Peace to go with the 2 main board Scavenging Oozes against Graveyards. We've got a 1 of Obstinate Baloth. I'm not even sure this is good. It's just kind of a traditional anti-black piece for green decks. But, we're going to be hexproof with our Crystal Barricades. So, Liliana of the Veil is not going to be able to target us with its... Well, I guess it makes everyone discard. So I take that back. Liliana still works against Liliana. Anyway, there's going to be a lot of discard effects that we can't be targeted by for hexproof, but that's why there's only a 1 of Baloth instead of maybe a 2 of that I would include normally in the sideboard of a green playing deck that's trying to hate out black. So that is the plan. We are going to not get got by the throat. We're going to not get cut down. Our Knights of Grace and our creatures are going to stay alive. We're going to blank a third of our opponent's non-land spells, and making all those removal cards into dead cards with our Knights, with all of our redundant layers of protection, and we're eventually going to build up lethal attackers with our Innkeeper's talents and our Johnny putting those counters on all our stuff. That is the plan anyway, but how will it survive in a supercharged Standard format? Let's find out and play some matches on the ladder. And if you like off-kilter and off-meta MTG content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. B-Coop will be our first opponents. We'll be on the play. Yeah, this looks good. Our mana is going to be a little painful in the first couple of turns, but I like turn 1 Skrelv into turn 2 Knight. Knight is our MVP, so let's hope we're playing a black deck. We have a Sheltered by Ghost to go with our Knight too. That's so great to make it lifelink. Alright, let's take a ping. Okay, opponent is playing black, that's good. Let's go for our Knight of Grace. Take our licks. Let's leave up Skrelv, not that we need it. They could have white removal. Deep Cavern Bat is going to take our Sheltered by Ghosts. Actually, it takes Sigarda. Okay. Alright, let's play Lush Portico. We'll draw our Sandstalker Moloch. They are a black deck, so it's going to be good. And I think we'll just get rid of that bat. Pump up our Knight. Get back our Sigarda. Get in for 3 lifelink. Case of the Uneaten Feast. So they're a life gain deck. They have to gain 5 or more, and they makes it so they can cast cards from their graveyard. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna kill him pretty fast here. Play our Portico again, and we have our Sandstalker Moloch available. We'll keep a Get Lost. We're pretty fully protected here. Mortify on Skrelv. I think we'll just Tyvar stand that. Getting with the Knights. Alright, now with Sigarda, we are so well protected. Nothing's getting through this. Except sweepers, which they don't have. Sanguine Evangelist, okay, sure. You gain a life. Alright. Let's get in with our beaters. So this is some cast creatures from their graveyard. Your go. Another case. Okay. That doesn't really do anything. Essence Channeler is good if you gain life. Let's just kill that Essence Channeler. Makes their thing into a 5/3, that's fine. Just continue cruising on over. And Did I play Thrun here? I don't think I even need to. They're dead on board. Just on the off chance they have a sweeper. They don't seem like the kind of deck that has a sweeper. They could have like a split up. Okay, they are in an Aristocrats style deck. They're going to sack their Sanguine Evangel to draw cards and gain some life. They did get a little mana pinch, but I don't know. They seem to be doing stuff on 3 mana, so... Yeah, they have a bat on top. Alright, we'll just run out this 4-2. Oh, they cast a black spell. So we'll grab, what? Vivian Reed. Innkeeper's Talent. Put it on the lizard. Go attacking. And that's game. Okay, so Aristocrats. We want our Thralls. We want all of our graveyard hate, because they are playing the cases. So there is some anti-synergy between Scavenging Ooze and Rest in Peace, but I'm playing it anyway. I think we want our Crystal Barricades, because I think some of their stuff does target. And maybe we want Exercise for the enchantment hate. Do a little Shaven here. Their stuff is also very small, so I feel like, actually, I think a Johnny is going to be better than Vivian. Their creatures are very small, so if you could remove all of their, like, synergy, then, like, we don't need that much to overcome them in combat. In fact, I think we do have to cut an Innkeeper's Talent, because we got to cut something. We can cut a Surge. Yeah, maybe we don't need the additional Exercise. That's a one-lander. It's a good one-lander. It's a one-lander where we have excellent 2-mana plays. If we draw land... Oh man, it's really tempting to keep this. I'm gonna keep. We'll see how punished we get. I mean, generally if you keep a one-lander, you're supposed to have something you can do with 1 mana. We are on the draw. Okay. Llanowar Elf, that's good. Bandit's Talents. Okay, we'll discard... I think probably a Thrun, I guess. A little pricey. Alright, that's too bad. Let's go for the Knight of Grace. LS Il Core. I will certainly shelter that. Alright, okay, we draw land, that's good. Let's go ahead and shelter the Illicit Cord. Start gaining life. Mortify to destroy our sheltered. Okay. You have another one. Let's play Crystal Barricade. Grab a plains. Oh, we don't have enough basic lands. Too bad. Well, we'll see if being hexproof helps at all. Gonna fell our wall. It's okay, we got another one. Alright, let's play another barricade. Play another sheltered. Get rid of that. Another Illicit Core. Okay. So they're going to level that all the way. That's fine. We just won't ever go below to the threshold where it starts ticking. Alright. Let's play Innkeeper's Talents. Level it once. Start buffing our knight. Enduring Innocence. Alright, opponent's empty-handed. Gonna attack for 2. Sure, we'll take 2. Rest in peace. Alright. I think I'm just gonna fully... Now, let's just play this Innkeeper's Talents. Level it as well. Just go all in on the knight. I think I do want to get a counter on my Barricade and my Elf. Deep Cavern Bat, sure. Can't target us because we're hexproof. Alright, I think I'll just double up one of these talents. mortify my barricade. Alright. We are no longer hexproof. I don't think it really matters at this point. Skrelv is pretty good. Alright, let's play Skrelv. Fully level this one. Go all in on the knight. Go up to 55. And that looks like a good game to me. You can't be blocked by white creatures. We'll just say white. We already have pro-black. Yep. GG's. So that's how the deck's supposed to work. Futa is our opponent. Will be on the play. And yeah, that's a good hand. Getting a little painful. But we got turn 1 elf, we got knight and a barricade. Looking good. Let's hope they're black. And that they don't have a cut down turn 1. That'd be nice. Alright. Little surveilling. Do I want a Llanowar elf? Llanowar elf actually isn't bad. I don't know, I kind of would just rather have a land. Alright, looks like it's Golgari. Well, our knights are going to be fantastic. We've got 3 of them. Actually, probably should have played Barricade there. Play a Barricade here. Go for the throat? No? They discarded Unstoppable Slasher to hand size. Okay. Let's play Innkeeper's talent. Let's plus it. Oh no, I just lost my mana. Oh, that was so dumb. I didn't mean to do that. I tapped the mana, but I didn't actually activate the enchantment. So, they would have been able to pay the ward anyway, so... Too bad. Alright, this time let's do it correctly. Play another knight. Token up that one. Spread the wealth. Okay. They got mana screwed. What could they possibly have in their hand? I mean, it's gotta be like go for the throats, right? They didn't even have like Moss Knights. So what do I need against black. I want the Crystal Barricades. I want Surge of Salvation. Maybe Obstinate Baloth. I end up cutting an elf a lot of the time. Maybe that's a sign that I should only have 2. I think sometimes we have to cut an Innkeeper's talent. Alright, I'm gonna cut 1 ooze because I do have to cut something. Maybe a Get Lost. Yeah, that seems good. That's a 0 lander, so we have to mull that, sadly. Our opponent did mull once as well. That's a 1 lander, but we're on the draw. We've got double Knight of Grace, so I think we're keeping this. And we'll bottom Sigarda. Alright, we do really need to draw land here, deck. Alright, we'll go grab a plains. Please give me a land. Any land will do. That's not a land. Glissa. Alright, that is a land that is a bit late. So they're gonna get in a hit with Glissa. There's a slasher. Alright, play our Verge. Play our Knigget. Liliana.
Something suspicious is going on. And for once it's
We'll
not
surge
my fault.
ourselves. Okay. Oh, we got our Obstinate Baloth too. Alright, so I kinda want them to plus Liliana now. I think I'm just gonna play another Knight and a Maze Mind Tome. Alright, here's an attack. Well, block. So we trade with the Glissa. Alright, they are a stupid Annex deck. Tyvars. Let's draw a card. Let's draw a Sheltered by Spirits. Skrelv. Sure, I'll Skrelv. Yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to beat Unholy Annex. God, this card is so ridiculous. So I'll need to draw a removal spell.
Drop it.
Discard a Baloth. No attack from the demon. There we go. Sheltered by ghosts. Get rid of your ritual chamber. They scoot. Alright. Well, that's the matchup we want, and we shut them down hard. That's what the deck's supposed to do. 0 Yan at 2DD. And their Jace avatar will be on the play. And yeah, well, it's got stuff we can do. It's got a turn 1 elf, so I guess it's a keep. Again, off of Pain Land. Heartfire Hero. Okay. So it's the ridiculous aggro deck. Play one of our porticos. Fabled Passage can go to the bottom. I think I'll play a Scavenging Ooze. Another Heartfire Hero. Okay. No land, though. Okay. Well, this is good. Play our Portico. A Johnny. We'll play our Knight, because we want a First Striker. Torch the tower on our knight. Okay. That happens. Alright. Oh, it's exiled. Let's do it this way, I guess. Play a Johnny. Plus on the Scavenging Ooze.
Has left me no choice, but the true strength comes from within.
Slick shot show off. Just gonna attack me for 1. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about... What is Johnny gonna do here? Am I gonna start attacking with my Scavenging Ooze? Probably should, right?
Your soul burns with might.
They block with a Heartfire Hero. Emberheart Challenger. Monstrous Rage. You can't do anything about that. I can kill your Emberheart Challenger. Alright, let's eat Emberheart Challenger. And let's eat... No, not Monstrous Rage. Hardfire Hero. I didn't mean to eat Monstrous Rage, I meant to eat the Hardfire Hero. Just plus on my elf.
Trust yourself and you shall win.
Manifold Mouse. Doing the Monstrous Rage. What does that do? +2/+0. It's got double strike. Why is it a 5/3? Alright, so I think what I do here... Play this thing. Double block the Heartfire Hero. Right? No, that means that both my guys die and it doesn't even kill that thing. It has trample. And I think I'll just do this, I guess. I should be at 13. I don't know, I think I'm dead. Yeah. The aggro deck. It's so ridiculous. Let's see. Crystal Barricades, any good? Surge of Salvation. Exercise doesn't really do anything. Yeah, I don't really have much. Which is possibly, a problem. Cut Vivian. Cut Thruns. We got us sheltered by ghosts. That's good. I guess this is keepable. We do have removal. Yeah, opponent's deck is the reason why so many decks play 11 to 13 spot removal spells. Because any one of those creatures can just kill you out of the blue. And that's often how it goes. Alright, I don't mind another land. I am gonna Skrelv, I guess. Yeah, because I need a creature that I can shelter by ghosts. Lush Portico. Another Moloch. I think I'll put that in the graveyard. So, do I want to shelter now? I don't have Surge up, so they could, like, bolt me or something, and I think I'll hold up Get Lost here, and next turn, shelter when I actually can protect Skrelv. It can't block, but it can shelter and become a lifelinker and gain us life. Innkeeper's talents. Gonna torch the tower on Skrelv. I think I want to protect Skrelv. So now I think I will shelter. Get rid of the Challenger or the Innkeeper's talents. I think the Challenger. And I think I'll get lost the talents. Start gaining some life. Urabrask's Forge. That's fine. Another forge on top of their library? A little bit of a problem. Another surge. Alright, let's Innkeeper's talents. Level it. Hit you for 3, gain 3. Forge number 2, but we're winning this race. Did Monstrous Rage a token? Okay. They are empty-handed. Alright. I think we'll play... Gonna end phase play our Moloch. Manifold Mouse. So they can stack their abilities to give their Urabrask Forge tokens stuff, can't they? Maybe not. I think they can. Oh no, that's all beginning of the tokens aren't on the battlefield yet. So they can't actually buff their Urabrask Forge dudes. Let's play this 4-2. Alright, let's start doubling up tokens. So I actually do have them dead next turn. Ball lightning. Does this matter? No. Okay. So they're going with the Forge angle, eh? Probably want Obstinate Baloth. Maybe we want Exercise. I guess it's okay. We'll cut a Skrelv, because Skrelv can't block. We kind of just got lucky there. Actually, I don't think a Johnny is good either. Well, again, I have Skrelv into Sheltered by Ghosts with a Surge backup. It worked last time. We don't have the Innkeeper's talent. I think this is a mulligan. Okay, and this hand is worse, but we're keeping. I don't know. We don't have any removal spells. Yeah, we're not likely to win this. Hardfire hero. Manifold mouse. Yep. Puts a counter on the hero, gives it double strike. So we're like 95% dead here, I would say. Well, I mean, I guess we'll play this, even though it does nothing. Need to draw a creature. Like a knight would be nice to draw. Paw patch formation, okay. Makes it a 3/3 double striker. So I think we're already dead if we don't find a way to deal with the mouse or block it. We have a Moloch who can block the mouse for one turn and then die. I don't have enough mana to keep it alive after its block. I guess I'll keep playing it out. Yeah, I think I should have kept that first draw. And I should have mulliganed the second draw. You cannot keep a hand that does not have removal against this deck, because you will lose. Another Manifold Mouse or two. Sure. Well, I gotta block or I'll die. And I don't think we have anything to come back from this here. Oh, it has trample too, of course. Okay. Yep, that's the aggro deck for you. Blue Sushi Lunchbox. Our opponent here in Platinum tier. Yeah, this is fine. I like that we have Surge of Salvation up. Next turn I'll probably just Maze Mine. Start drawing cards. Just green over there. I guess I'll do this now in case I draw like a Llanowar Elf or a Skrelv. I'll play a Skrelv. Spinner of Souls. Oh, I like that card. I almost put that in this deck. Whenever another non-token creature dies, you may reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature, put it into your hand, and the rest on the bottom. Okay? Let's see if I can draw a land. Nope. Alright. Surrak. Oh, that card is in standard now? Oh, wow, cool. So, he's hasty. Yeah, that's a problem. That's 9 damage. Okay. So let's play Knigget's plus Innkeeper's talents. Put a counter on the knight. So we can block and kill the spider. Reveal cards on the top until you reveal a land, put it onto the battlefield tapped. Okay, we're doing a little ramping. So they're mono green, just monsters, it looks like. I'm gonna try to hit my dude. Guess we're doing it the Phyrexian way. No attack. Alright. Let's go for Scry. Moloch, we don't want that, I don't think. I'm gonna upkeep Scry too, I think. Nope. Okay. Play Thrun. Put a counter on it. No attack. Alright, we got him stonewalled here. So let's go ahead and level this up. Let's put a counter here. Attack with Thrun. Take it. Okay. Play a Scavenging Ooze. Paw Patch. Alright, let's block Surrak. Actually, do I want to block him? Let's block the spider and just chump Surrak. We'll just make our Skoos indestructible. Because I don't want them to get value off of their creatures dying. Alright, and let's draw a card with our tome. Gain some life. Okay, I think I want to play a Llanowar Elf here. Can counter up our Thrun. They take it. They scoop. All right. Stonewalled their attack and protected our stuff. Okay, so big green stuff. Surrak and company. Definitely want exercise and planar disruption. Anything else? I don't think so. I don't think we need hexproof in this matchup. An obstinate Baloth wouldn't hurt for a little extra beef. Cut one surge. Oh, I should have brought in Rest. No, Rest in Peace doesn't stop the spider's ability. Because it searches from the library. Yeah, we got Skrelv, we got Seltzer by Ghost. We just need to draw some creatures. Down Skrelvy. Big Skrelverton. The mightiest Mite. They're looking at it real closely. It is an artifact. Monstrous Emergence. Okay. Draw more lands. Well, let's just play this. Even though we have no creatures. Double Paw Patch. Okay. Double Innkeepers. Level 1 up. Surrak can give itself haste. Alright, so I need to find a creature now. I did not. So I think we're dead. Galta. Okay. Well, that was a draw I should not have kept, that's for sure. Yeah, I just need to draw some removal. Maybe I want the surges. All three. Cut a Thrun. Here I've got no creatures, no removal. That's a mulligan. Alright, I've got a removal spell and a creature that I can't cast yet, but I will be able to. I don't want to go to 5, so I'll keep bottom one of these talents. Lanoir. I think I just want to bolt the bird here. Evolving adaptive. Okay, I'm just gonna pass, see if I can get him with this Moloch. Cliff top lookout. Ambush you. Alright. Go for a Knigget plus the talents. Trailblazer, okay. That's really good. Gwenna. Just draw land. Let's level. And level. I think I need to just get aggressive, right? I need to draw Sheltered by Ghosts, is what I need to do. Surrak. So we're gonna take a huge hit. We're gonna take 12. 13. They have Scavenging Ooze on top of their library. 14? Sheltered by Ghosts. No. Just another knight. That costs 4. Alright, I'm gonna put the counters there. No attack. There's an ooze. Yeah, they managed to find Surrak every single game, which is good for them, but their deck is about nowhere near as effective when they don't have that creature. I think I'm dead here. 7, so I take 4, 10. Yeah, maybe the attack last turn with Knight was too aggressive. GG's. Roskotz is our opponent. Will be on the play. And I think we'll have to mulligan, unfortunately, because it's a one-lander and not a keepable one-lander. This hand will keep... It can only generate green mana currently. We'll keep it... Bottom Sigarda, probably. Alright, you'll Pinging Deserts. I think I'll just play this Maze Mind. I want to save to draw cards. Alright, Demolition Field. Let's get rid of one of these lands. Play a Skrelv, which is going to die, but that's okay. We do have a Scavenging Ooze to recycle it. Oh, it actually doesn't get killed immediately. Seize the spoils. So that's like big score these days. Vivian. Alright, I'll play Talents plus Scooze. Give it a counter. There's an Unstoppable Slasher. Alright, we need to draw... Give me an answer for that, please. No. Just a Llanowar Elf. Play the Llanowar Elf. Plus that. I'd give Skrelv a counter. I think I'm gonna chump block the Slasher with my Llanowar Elf. Maybe I just take a hit. Yeah, that's fine. We can chump. Fodder for our Scooze. Charming Scoundrel. Or non-hasty Charming Scoundrels. Okay, they're a Reanimator deck. So I could play Vivian. I'd love to find an answer for the Unstoppable Slasher. Nope, just a land. Knight of Grace, that's perfect. So, let's Innkeeper's Talents. Do I want to attack? Yeah, I'm not gonna block the slasher, so I might as well attack with the ooze. You chump it. I suppose it was dangerous. They could have had Bloodletter of Aclazotz, and then it would have just died. But they did not. Rush of Dread on me. Discards half their hand, rounded up. Sack half my creatures. Okay. I'll sack Skrelv. So we know that our walls are going to be good. There's a knight. And once you do that, Restless Events getting activated. Sure. Fine with that. That is a menace. I think I'm actually going to take 2, because I want to draw a card with my Maze Mind Tome. Okay, let's eat something from a graveyard. Sheltered by ghosts, there we go. Let's draw our final card. I'd love to get like a Surge of Salvation. Thrun. Yeah, I think we played this on the Knight. Get rid of Cruel Claw. Yeah. Token up the Knight. The problem is there's still the Unstoppable Slasher, but I think I'm okay with that. Let's just attack with the Knight. They chump. If they do have a Bloodletter of Aclazotz, then I will block with my Ooze. I'll take a lot of damage from the Slasher, but that's fine. I'm gaining a bunch of life back. Exile the target of their reanimation spell. And they scoop. Alright, so we want Barricades, we want Search of Salvation, we want Rest in Peace. Anything else? I'm gonna cut a Llanowar Elf, as I often do. Vivian just seems like it's so slow. Gotta shave something, so there's an Innkeeper's Talent and a Thrun. We have double Sheltered by Ghosts, but no creatures. This is a mulligan. Alright, this is a one-lander with great cards. This is a keepable one-lander. We're on the draw. Gonna bottom Sigarda. So, we got a couple turns to find a land. Well, I guess I'm fetching a forest. White source off the top, please. Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna get down my barricade. A braid, it's an artifact. Alright. Elf. I will Surge of Salvation to save it. Alright, they double cut down. Oh, they have Archfiend of the Dross. Llanowar Elf. Maybe I should have played Maze Mine there to help me start scrying for lands. We'll take one. Okay. Maze Mines. Find me a land, please. Cut down number 3. There's a land. Thank you. Alright. Let's draw a card. Sigarda? Okay, opponent's getting mana screwed here. Yeah, let's just play Sigarda. Hopefully they don't have to go for the throat or something. Okay. Let's attack the Sigarda. Let's draw a card. Skrelv. Let's play Skrelv. Alright, Skrelv plus Sigarda means nothing is dying on our side. Unless we want it to. And they scoop. Tutor Vermelo is our opponent. Be on the play. Oh yeah. Hopefully they're a black deck. We'll keep this. And we'll go get a Plains on turn 1. Oh no, blue. I hope they're not just blue-white control, because that's annoying to play against, and it's becoming popular. Alright, Razor Verge, sure, we'll go for a Knigget. Attack. Drop a Deduce. Sheltered by ghosts. Kitesail Larcenist. Alright, we'll Surge so it can't take our night away. I could kill that thing too, but I guess I won't. They only have one white right now. Maybe I go for Thrun? There's white source number 2. Alright, Innkeeper's talents. So we can already pay for no more lies. I think we go for it. They could no more lies plus phantom interference. They get lost it. Okay. Tyvar stand? Yeah, that's good. So, Sunfall, and then Scoop. No, okay. They just didn't have it. Wow. Okay. So we want Surge of Salvation, we want our Grand Abolisher, and our Kutsil. And we want our Invasion of Gobakons. We don't need Crystal Barricade. We do want Surge. I don't think we need Tyvar stand. We can lose Vivian. We can lose some Molochs because they're not black. We've got a Thrun and an Elf, so I think that's good enough. Thrun, I don't know, is that good enough? What would I be mulliganing for? I'm mulliganing for like sideboard cards, Invasion and or Grand Abolisher. They can't counter the Thrun though. I just, like, if I keep this, it has no protection against sweepers, but I do get a loot. I do get to draw some draw steps. Alright, I'm gonna keep this. Alright, there's an Invasion of Gobakon. It'd be nice to get down at some point. Alright, let's do some surveilling. Razorverge Thicket. I think that's fine. We really want to resolve this invasion. Caretaker's Talent. Okay. That lets us resolve our invasion. We'll take Sunfall for sure. Larcenist. Choose up to one target creature. For as long as it remains on the battlefield, it becomes a treasure. So they're going to turn my something into a treasure. Yeah, let's flip the invasion, I guess. Play a creature land. There's a Larcenist. Gonna treasurefy our knights. Alright, let's play Thrun. So they have double counterspell in their hand. Just attack with Thrun. They can just draw infinite cards with their Caretaker's Talent and their lands. Okay. There's the first Sunfall. Sheltered by ghosts. Alright, let's kill this before I forget they have it. Sheltered by ghosts on the Caretaker's Talent. They have another Caretaker's Talent. Go attacking. I could play another Thrun. It's so likely they have another Sunfall. I'll play a Skrelv. They're hesitating. No, they just let it go. Okay, that makes me think they have Sunfall. Beza. We can make it our knight not blockable by blue creatures. Actually, do we just have the win here? They have a counterspell in hand. Let's see if we can bait it out. Alright, they let that go. I guess I'll put it on Skrelv, give a little protection there. They jump with the fish. Draw land. We'll just pass. Oh, I think I could have played that, actually. Oops. That's a white and blue creature when it gets activated. Let's see. This is a 3/3. Let's fire it up. Explore. Leave that on top. give it the counter. Attack like this. So they can lose Beza. So they're gonna trade Beza for my Prairie, I guess. Unless I do something about this. And I think that's fine. Oh, they're not even blocking the Prairie. Okay. High Fade Trickster. You mean cast spells as though they had flash. Okay. Alright, let's play Invasion. They're gonna counter, gifting us a card. I think I'll double up my Innkeeper's talents. It's 43 to 5. They have another Caretaker's Talents. So they could certainly Sunfall. I can't risk firing up my land and having them sunfall it. So I have to wait till I find an invasion, which will get countered, or a Grand Abolisher. Alright, play a Skrelv. Countered. Alright. Well, I guess I'm gonna do this. If they sunfall, at least they lose, you know, a decent amount of stuff as well. Double. Alright, so we want our Doorkeeper Thralls for sure. If we go to game 3... Another High Fade Trickster. This doesn't see double a token that's a copy of such a token. Okay, so they can only have one at a time, but they still get all the ETB value when they do that. Invasion of Gobakan. counter, make a token. Draw cards. Alright, well, I guess we're doing this thing again. Alright. Say go. Just keep holding on to these creatures. Reenact the crime. This is the reason why you want ETB hates in your white deck sideboards, because this kind of value gets out of control. Alright, I've seen enough. So, yeah, let's get those thralls in here. Let's get Vivian back. Exercise. Cut all these Molochs. Cut a Knight. A Talent. I want maximum protection, so let's get that Tyvar's in here too. Cut an Elf. Cut a Scooze. Okay, maybe we don't have room for the Tyvars. Let's draw some Grand Abolishers. Alright, we have a Thrall. We don't have any way to protect it currently, but we'll find that. We'll keep this. Yeah, let's just get down our Thrall. Go for an Innkeeper's Talent. Probably gonna get countered. Yup. Surge is nice. Grand Abolisher. That's pretty good. I mean, they could have a sweeper. I have no sweeper protection. It's too risky. I don't want to lose my Arbiter and Thrall to a sweeper. More lands. I don't know. Just attack. A Johnny? It's not bad. They counter. Llanowar elves. Don't think we need that. Or get lost. Alright, the fact that they're... Yeah, let's just go for the Abolisher. Essence Scatter. Okay, it makes me think they don't have a sweeper. C double. Create a token that's a copy of my Sigarda. We can do that to my stuff. Boo. I don't have protection. Do I play this sheltered by ghosts? I don't... Yeah, I guess so, huh? Nah, let's wait. They can respond to it by getting lost. They've already played 2 Get Lost. Thrun. Okay, let's play Thrun. High Fate Trickster. Sure. Maybe I should have played Sheltered by Ghost there. They've got triple Restless Anchorage. Alright, let's get rid of their High Fate Trickster. Gonna see double on what? Oh, they just doubled at their dude. All right, get rid of that guy. Take the ward. Attack. Oh, I'm so dumb. Why didn't I play my Kutzil first? That was so dumb. They'll probably just counter it anyway. They power up all their tokens. That's 12, 17. Yeah, okay. Well, what a terrible matchup that is against us. Like, counterspells out the wazoo and, like, sweepers too. So, we put up a fight, but, yeah, terrible matchup, hard control. Alright, so that was a 3-3 in 6 matches for Selesnya Blackout Midrange. And we got to see the good and the bad. The good is, like, if we get a good draw against a black deck, we absolutely annihilate them. Like, a lot of decks just have no way to answer a Knight of Grace, particularly if it gets beefed up by Innkeeper's talent and, like, a Sheltered by Ghost or something. It wins the game. It's absolutely game-winning. So that is cool. We got to see the deck go off with its knights, with its protection. On the other hand, we got to see like some bad parts of it where like we have a lot of air in the deck, you know, like we actually don't have that many creatures in the deck, and against decks that aren't black, we suffer a little bit from having like good playable cards. Yeah, what would I change about the deck? And again, that last matchup against Blue Eye Control, that's a very bad matchup for us because they're loaded with sweepers. We're doing what we can in the sideboard to help against a deck like that, but yeah, just didn't manage to find the protection in Game 3 to keep our Doorkeeper Thralls on the battlefield. So that was unfortunate. What would I change about the deck? I don't know. I think Vivian maybe is a little slow. I think Planeswalkers are very good to have in a deck that's looking to abuse Innkeeper's talent. The problem is there just really aren't that many really good Planeswalkers for Selesnya to play. You know, like a Johnny isn't that good. It's okay because it makes our weenies bigger, and its ultimate could maybe be game winning. Vivian's good, but not necessarily in this deck because I think it is a little too slow. for this deck. I think I honestly would rather have Maze Mind Tome number 3, possibly go up to 4 Maze Mind Tomes, rather than have Vivian. You could play like the Eternal Wanderer, which is a good Planeswalker, but that's 6 mana, so that's like slower than Vivian. I don't know. I just think Selesnya, you don't have a lot to work with in terms of Planeswalkers, unfortunately. So I probably would rather just have another Maze Mind Tome than this Vivian read. I do like the Molochs against the black decks. Against not black decks, it's really terrible, though. So I could see maybe going to 2 copies. Maybe even sideboarding some to bring in specifically 4 black matchups. I don't know. I think the deck is kind of fun as it is. Yeah, I probably would tweak it a little bit to get it to 4 Maze Mind Tomes. Sideboard, I think, is fine. You know, the hard control is going to be a bad matchup, but we're doing what we can already. Not really a whole lot more. So, yeah, I think the deck is fun. It will win you some games against black decks who won't be able to do anything about your Knight of Grace. I just love this card so much. Just takes me back to like the very beginning days of Magic. It's like as close to White Knight as we're going to get in this day and age. But yeah, not much else to say. It's a solid deck. It can get some wins. It can trounce black decks pretty well. It could be slightly improved by more card draw and perhaps more protection. Like, I could see Skrelv number 3 going into the full 4 surges. Just really max out your deck on these cards to keep your stuff on the battlefield. Cut one of these, maybe sideboard some, cut the Vivian. Maybe go down to 2 Thruns and put more in the sideboard as well. But as it is, it's a fun deck. It's pretty solid. It'll beat black decks, even good black decks. And it's an enjoyable session of beatdown. But that's going to do it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed watching me play this off-meta, off-kilter Blackout Selesnya deck. If you did and you like this kind of MTG content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. I do stream on Twitch every Friday night, MTG, so there's a link to my Twitch channel in the description if you want to come hang out on Friday night, watch some wacky MTG gameplay. I post MTG every Saturday on YouTube and non-MTG content every Tuesday, so be sure to check that out as well. I hope you have a good night. Catch you in the next one.